This is yet another reason why I do not want to be known as a girl's girl. I saw a video of a young woman and she was saying if her friend is in a toxic or bad relationship, she's just gonna sit back and be like, if you like it, I love it. If your friend was addicted to some type of illegal substance, would you just sit back and be like, I like it, if you love it, hey, whatever? If you're a good person, no. While this might lead to you losing that friendship, I want to go to sleep at night knowing that at least once I said, hey girl, the road that you're on is going to lead to your demise. The guy you are seeing, from what you have told me or from what I have seen, or both, is not good for you. He's not treating you well, and I don't like that. It also will require you to have to set boundaries with your friend. Setting boundaries does not mean hate. What is wrong with people? Setting boundaries means you actually love someone enough to say, hey, I want you in my life, but, we need to keep things here in order to keep things healthy and right. At some point, you will have to say, hey, girl, you can talk to me about anything. We've been venting about your man for the past X amount of months. You've asked me for advice. You have wrung my brain of every bit of advice that I can give, and we always end up at step one. Sweet girl, I love you, but I cannot hear it anymore because it's like watching you be involved in a train wreck, and all I can do is sit back and watch. And I don't like knowing my best friend is getting hurt, and there's nothing that you're going to do about it, and there's nothing that I can do about it because you're not going to do anything about it. Therefore, for my mental and emotional health, I don't want to hear about you getting hurt anymore. But when you need help ending that relationship, I'll be here all day, every day. And I know this method works because that's what method was done to me. And when I was ready to leave, those women put time, energy, and money to help me get out of that situation. And I was able to talk about it as much as I wanted to after I left. But they set boundaries with me. All the ones who let me vent as much as I wanted to and just circle back to step one all over again and just wring them dry of advice, as it turns out, those were the ones who loved seeing me struggle because it made them feel good about themselves. Those are the ones who were also in toxic relationships, and because misery loves company, they wanted me to stay miserable. And a lot of people might say, well, if I tell her the truth and she's not going to be my friend anymore. It's the same thing as if your friend was addicted to illegal substances. At some point, you would have to set a boundary, and you're at risk of them getting upset and never talking to you again. But if you continue on as you are, then you're enabling them. Then you're co-signing. Then you're agreeing with what they're doing. And I don't think you can love somebody and enable them and co-sign on what is going on. I just don't. So if a girl's girl is me sitting back just nodding in agreement, and it's been 2 years and you're still with that idiot and you're asking me for advice every single day and we're on the phone for 2 hours, all for you to just go back to them. Listen, I know it takes X amount of times to leave. You're preaching to the choir. Been there, done that. I left the first time and never came back, but there were times when it could have easily gone a different way and I could have come back, but things didn't work out and I didn't, thankfully. But I think true friends are the ones who set boundaries. I think true friends are the ones who are honest with love. True friends are going to come to you and be honest because they don't want to witness your demise. They don't want you to fail. And sometimes being a little firm is what is needed in the friendship. But I don't think you can love someone and just sit back and watch them just destroy themselves and never say anything. All the people in my life who sat back and said, yeah, well, I was going to say something, but I just didn't. Guess what? I'm not friends with them anymore. But all the ones who were firm with me and set boundaries, I'm friends with them to this day. So I challenge your love for your friend. If you see them heading down the wrong path and you just sit back and not say anything about it.